Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. In our last video, we studied what are the features that are introduced in Java 8 and we learned about one of the most important concepts, that is lambda expression. We learned what are lambda expression and how we can write a lambda expression. We also discussed some of the facts while writing a lambda expression. Remember from the last video, lambda expressions are used to provide implementation for a special type of interface. These interfaces are called functional interface. So in this video, we'll focus on understanding what are functional interfaces, why do we need a functional interface, what is functional interface annotation, and some of the examples of functional interface, and what are the scenarios of functional interface in case of inheritance. So before wasting any time, let's get started. What are functional interfaces? A functional interface is an interface that have only one abstract method. That is, only one unimplemented method, which means they can have only one functionality to exhibit. A functional interface can contain only one abstract method, but it can contain any number of static methods and default, or we can say non-abstract methods. Now, what are abstract methods? Abstract methods are the methods that do not require any implementation while their declaration, and they must be overridden by the class which is implementing this interface. So it is important to note that functional interface can have multiple default methods, but it can have only one abstract method. Functional interface in Java are also called as single abstract method interface, or the acronym is SAM interfaces. So before Java 8 also, there were some of the interfaces that have only one abstract method. These interfaces can also be considered as functional interface. Some of the examples are like runnable interface, which has only one abstract method, that is run. This interface is used when you want to run a certain process on a separate thread. Then there is a callable interface, which has only one abstract method called the call method. This method is used to monitor the progress of a function that is being executed by a thread. Then there is a comparable interface, which has only one abstract method called compare to. This interface is used when you want to change the natural way of sorting or comparing the objects. Then there is action listener that has only one abstract method called as action performed. This interface is used to handle the action event like mouse click or hover, etc. and so on. Now the question arises, why do we need a functional interface and what is the requirement of functional interface? So you all know Java is an object-oriented programming language. That is, everything in Java revolves around the classes and their objects. No function can exist independently. Every function or method is either a part of class or an interface. So if you want to use or call any of the method, you need to instantiate the respective class and then call the method from that class. Functional interface in Java enables user to implement the functional programming. That is, they provide you the support for functional programming. In functional programming, the function is an independent entity. This function can do anything a variable is capable to perform, like passing a function as a parameter, returning a function as a parameter, etc. From Java 8 onwards, to represent the instance of functional interface, lambda expressions are used. And we'll learn in our upcoming video how this can be achieved. Now let's look at functional interface annotation in Java. This annotation is introduced in Java 8. It is used to ensure that a functional interface can't have more than one abstract method. So whenever you add this interface on the top of any other interface declaration, you are explicitly declaring that this interface is a functional interface. Though it is optional, but when you mention it along with your interface declaration, Java compiler ensures that the interface has only one abstract method. If we try to add more method to the functional interface, the compiler will generate an error message stating that unexpected functional interface annotation, and thus this provides us a kind of compile time safety. Some of the predefined functional interface are like predicate, supplier, consumer, function, by function, unary operator, etc. All these functions are that are introduced in Java 8 are a part of java.util.function package, and all these functional interfaces are annotated with @functional interface annotation. So this was it for today. Today we have covered a kind of introduction to the functional interfaces. In our upcoming video, we'll see the syntax of functional interfaces and some of the examples of functional interfaces, some of the scenarios of functional interfaces and cases of inheritance. So I hope you like this video. So do like, share and subscribe, and stay tuned for yet another videos on Java 8. Till then, take care, bye bye, and thank you for watching.